They thought you were weak because you didn't fight back. They thought your silence meant surrender, that your gentleness meant you were easy to break. But they didn't realize something crucial. Your silence wasn't weakness. It was your strategy. Your restraint wasn't fear. It was divine strength. You were never invisible. You were simply hidden, protected, chosen. And now they're running scared, because the very person they dismissed, overlooked, and mocked has become the biggest threat they never saw coming. Listen to me closely. I know what you've been through. I know the weight you've been carrying. The quiet nights filled with tears you refused to let fall. The mornings where getting out of bed felt like lifting mountains. And the moments where your soul screamed while you smiled in front of others. I know about the people who smiled to your face and talked behind your back. The ones who used your kindness as a weapon against you. The ones who took your love, your loyalty, and twisted it into something ugly. They wanted to break you, not because you were weak, but because you were too powerful to control. You've been the quiet storm in the corner of the room, underestimated, dismissed, labeled. They watched you with bitter eyes and whispered lies because deep down, they sensed your light. They sensed your calling. They could feel your spirit disturb their demons. You didn't need to speak for your energy to shake the room. You didn't need to prove yourself to be dangerous. Your mere presence was a mirror, and it showed them everything they hated about themselves. They laughed at you when you didn't retaliate. They poked and provoked, waiting for you to explode. But you held your peace, not because you didn't want to scream, but because you knew your reaction would feed their darkness. You see, they crave your attention, your pain, your rage. Because when you react, they feel powerful. But when you stay calm, when you stay focused, when you stay silent, that's when they panic. Because your silence forces them to face themselves. And that's the scariest thing of all. You've been walking with lions while others barked like dogs. You were built different. You operate in a realm they can't access. While they hustle in chaos, you flow with divine timing. That's why they don't understand you. That's why they try to label you. They can't decode what was designed by the heavens. Chosen one, you are not here to be understood by everyone. You're here to shift atmospheres, break generational curses, and rise in ways that make history whisper your name. I want you to remember this. Darkness can't defeat light. It doesn't matter how loud they scream, how many lies they spread, or how deeply they try to bury you. A seed buried in dirt doesn't die. It's just beginning to bloom. And that's what's happening right now. You're rising, quietly, powerfully, without fanfare or applause, while they're busy watching your every move, hoping for your downfall. You are growing wings. You are becoming the version of yourself that no one will ever be able to cage again. The law of least effort says that when you align with who you truly are, you don't need to chase or force. You attract, you receive, you magnetize what is already yours. That's why you no longer need to prove anything. Your energy speaks louder than any words ever could. Your healing, your elevation, your silence. It's making noise in rooms you haven't even entered yet. The people who once mocked you are watching now, not because they care, but because they're confused. They can't understand how someone they tried to break keeps rising like the sun, again and again. And it's not just them. The universe, the divine, your ancestors, they've all seen your pain. They've counted every tear, every silent prayer, every time you chose the high road. even when your heart was breaking. And because of that, blessings are on the way that no one will be able to deny. This is your season, not to explain, not to defend, but to walk boldly into everything you were born to be. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to stand out. You were born to break systems, to disturb the comfortable, to awaken the sleeping. And yes, that path is lonely. It's painful, but it's sacred. You didn't lose those people. You were protected from them. You didn't fail. You were rerouted. Rejection wasn't the end. It was redirection. And everything that's leaving your life right now, it's making space for miracles. Chosen one, you are the storm they never prepared for. You are the fire they couldn't contain. You are the whisper of truth in a world full of noise. And your journey, your scars, your strength, your survival, it's your testimony. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them talk. Because every time they mention your name, they speak power into your legacy. What they meant for evil will be turned for your good. And when the moment comes, and it will, when your glow becomes undeniable and your purpose becomes visible to the world, you won't need revenge. You won't need to say, "I told you so." Your peace will be your proof. Your joy will be your justice. And your presence, that quiet, powerful, radiant presence, it will be your victory. So, keep rising, keep healing, keep choosing love over spite, purpose over pettiness, and destiny over distractions. You were the invisible threat because you didn't need to be loud to be lethal. But now, they see it. Now, they know. And it's too late. They underestimated you. Fatal mistake. You are covered. You are chosen. You are walking in divine favor. What was meant to destroy you only made you unstoppable. And if no one else has told you this today, I'm proud of you for holding on, for staying soft in a world that tried to harden you, for believing even when the evidence was missing. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. And your story is far from over. So breathe, walk with your head high, and never shrink again. You are the blessing. You are the miracle. You are the one. May peace flood your heart. May strength return to your spirit. And may every hidden door begin to open for you. The world isn't ready for what's coming next. Like, comment, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. This message wasn't just a video. It was a divine reminder